Hi everyone and welcome back to the SoulSilver Nuzlocke. So last time out we destroyed Team Rocket, finished them off, and then made our way through Blackthorn City to Blackthorn City, apologies. So now and we went through Ice Path, ended up killing our encounter in there, Delibird, and now we're just kind of in the gym for the 8th badge. So hopefully, you know, we can get through this. Of the things that changed from last time, essentially I've just leveled everyone up here to level 39 and then got back to where we were. This kind of keeps us just below our level cap of 41, and then we can start, once we've got through the gym trainers, we can start crafting our team ready for the gym leader, Clair. So yeah, looking forward to that. So this one here, we just have to kind of be a bit weird with this and just go way over there. You go, perfect. So. Oh, he's like a bit of a spinner, so we could avoid him, but we're not going to. We did actually avoid him, but we're not going to. We're just actually going to go ahead and fight these guys just to get a bit of work in against these gym trainers. I mean, Horsey is not a dragon type, which really frustrates me in this game. Like, there's just no need for it, really. So we're just going to use Bite here, about half damage. The agility's calm. That might make him quicker, but that's fine if he is. I can't imagine Horsey's going to do a hell of a lot of damage here. The Hydro Pump actually would have hurt there, so I won't be taking a Horsey for granted ever again, that's for sure. Okay, and then that's Seedra coming out here. So actually we will switch here, because if there's a Hydro Pump coming, we want to make sure that we're not getting in the way of that. We got lucky in the sense that the last one missed, so, but the agility, he's probably already quicker than Ampharos anyway, so yeah, not really something we need to worry about, but we'll just discharge here. Bubble Beam, that's fine. Right, we'll do a bit of damage, but not a huge amount. There we go, so just about 116, not too bad. Discharge here should kill. Yeah, there we go, perfect. There we go. That was a nice easy one. But yeah, the gym trainers are mostly going to have like Tratinis and Horsies, so we'll just make our way through. No way you can lose. Let's put that to the test, shall we? Okay, and it's a Seedra. Of course it is. Level 38. So we'll switch again here. We're leading. The reason we're leading Canada, the Nido Queen, is because of Avalanche. So if they actually send out a Dragon type, then we've got a bit of movement around that, you know. The agility coming here, yeah, just to make him quicker, that's fine. I imagine being level 38, he's probably a little bit stronger than the last one, but Brine, okay, that we've got to keep an eye on that because it does more damage if I'm under half health, which I'm not quite, so we can take one more. But as this took out the last one, I can't imagine why it wouldn't take out this one. Lovely. So, okay, that's that trainer done. And then I think that's it for the trainers now. I know we've got one or two more maybe. So let's go here. These guys in this gym are like quite, you know, arrogant, aren't they? Okay, so here's a Dragonair. This is kind of what we expected to come up against in this gym, not a bunch of Horsies and Seedras. I know that Kingdra is a dragon type, but, you know, Horsey and Seedra aren't, so. So Aquatail does actually do quite a bit of damage there, but the poison point helps. Okay, Avalanche. One shot. Poison point doesn't matter in the end. Okay, there we go. That's Ace Trainer Mike down. And then we just got to make sure here that we've got the right. Okay, it's weird. Okay. Oh, and then up again, and there we are. But we're not actually going to go ahead and challenge her. We're going to go in here and back to the Pokemon Center so we can start crafting our team. We're not going to answer that phone call. We can go and pick up the stuff that she's got, that she's given us, but we're not going to answer the phone call. Okay. So, okay. So, Claire has got 2 Dragonair, a Gyarados, and a Kingdra. So, the 2 Dragonair are level 38, so is the Gyarados, and Kingdra is level 41, hence the level cap of 41. So realistically, we need an answer for the 2 Dragonair there. So there's 2, so that's an Ice type essentially, or a Dragon type. We don't have a Dragon type currently, but we do have an Ice type move in Avalanche for Nidoqueen. Now Nidoqueen is weak to water, so chances are it will only be able to deal with one of them. So what we'll do is we will deposit Venomoth, because we won't be needing that. And we will actually deposit Typhlosion here because they're guaranteed to all have water type moves. So let's just have a look at what we've got here in terms of moves. Not ideal. And moves. Okay, so see if we can find the information here on the moves that they've got, because I'm not getting much out of this. Okay, Gold, Silver, Heart Gold, SoulSilver. Okay, here we go. So the first one, first Dragonair has Fire Blast, Thunder Wave, Dragon Pulse, and Slam. So that is like a safe bet to lead with Nidoqueen. The next one has Dragon Pulse, Slam, Thunder Wave, and Aqua Tail. So a little bit more of a problem. Then the Gyarados is, there's no water moves, but then the Kingdra with the Hydro Pump is a problem. So I think actually we could safely set up Toxic Spikes with Nidoqueen first up. But do we want to lead with Tentacruel for the same reason? Let's go to move Pokemon and see what we've got. Okay, so party Pokemon here. So we could lead Tentacruel for Toxic Spikes, switch into Nidoqueen to finish him off with Avalanche. And then the second one doesn't have anything that can really affect us from a flying type perspective. And then we could run Electrode here, although we do have Ampharos, so that takes care of the Gyarados. Okay. I think we go with these 4, because Gyarados is always a good start. And then we go with Pidgeot. It will be Pidgeot. No. No. Okay. Crobat. And then possibly Hypno here. I think that is probably the best we can go with. And then we just need to level them up to 41. So we could do that here. Okay. That's Australia up. Vietnam. Wants to learn Hydro Pump. Although I kind of like the moves it's got, so don't want to have a non-perfectly accurate move there. Canada. Wales, yep. Crobat here. Poison Fang, yep, that's useful. Get rid of Bite. For that. Because it's basically a stab, more powerful version of it that might even poison. And then we finally have Psych Up is really useful. It copies the stat changes, any stat change made by the foe. The problem is, for this battle, it's completely useless because they don't have any stat changing moves. So kinda useless here. So we're not going to learn that. Okay, keep going here. 99, 40, 41. There we go. Perfect. So there's the team. We will lead, what we'll do is we'll lead in with Australia to set up the toxic spikes. If he doesn't survive, we can switch it. Like if he gets close to being knocked out, we'll swap him in to Canada and Nido Queen to finish the toxic spikes and then finish off the Dragonair. Depending on how much health we've got, we can then run anyone but Wales against that Dragonair and the Kingdra, just to chip away at damage with them. With the poison chip, it will also help. Smoke screen is a bit of a problem, but we can always switch in and out. It's not like it's a double team in Kingdra that Juan has in Emerald, so we should be okay. Smoke screen, at least we can switch in and out to be able to get rid of that stat change. And then we have like just Hypnosis if it becomes a big problem, but Gyarados shouldn't be an issue with Dragon Pulse, Dragon Rage and Twister. It doesn't have a stab move and it doesn't have any items, so outside of the Citrus Berry on Kingdra, I think we're okay. So let's go back to the gym then. There we go, and then we just got to make our way through here. Oh. There we go, and then we run up here. We've already faced these guys, so no real issues here. Oh. There you go. And then there we are. That's that one. And then this one here, we go that way, and then up. Oh, not that. Like that. Like that. Just go around in circles now. Oh, we actually wanted to do that, and then that, and then... Oh. Am I losing my mind here, or...? There we go. Okay, so let's get ready to go. So, probably one of the stronger gym challenges, but the problem is, like, in the first two gens, a dragon type trainer is really like not that amazing. Better in the second gen, especially like because they especially in the remakes here. But okay, so it leads Gyarados, which definitely didn't say that. It definitely said it leads Dragonair, but it's fine. We're here for one reason and one reason only with Tentacruel. He's literally here just to set up. So we will Toxic Spikes. Just check how much damage we take. Strongest damage move would probably be Dragon Pulse, but if it uses Dragon Rage, then that's probably better because then it's just doing set 40 damage each time, which means that we know we can take at least 2 of those, which we only need 2 layers of Toxic Spikes anyway, so we're good. So chances are this next attack will be Dragon Rage as well, which isn't going to make any difference to us, but that's fine because we're going to be running into Wales here. This is probably, like, not as good because the 2 Dragonairs have shed skin, so we won't get a massive amount of like damage out of them before they shed their poison. So not ideal, but it's fine. But we'll use Discharge here. This should take it out. Dragon Rage doing a set 40 damage is kind of actually quite annoying because I think we are actually in range for a Dragon Pulse kill from one of these Dragonairs here. But Wales has essentially done his job now. He would have been useful for Kingdra as well, but not the end of the world. So we're going to switch out here. I don't know which one this is. We will know once we get the first attack, because they've both got... Basically, they've all got the same moves, Dragon Pulse, Thunder Wave, Slam, but one has Aqua Tail, one has Fire Blast. Because both of them are going to be effective here, not really much we can do. So neither of them will do any good damage to Gyarados here, so we'll go into this. Okay, gone for Thunder Wave first, so we still don't know which one it is. They're both females, they're both level 38, so it's not ideal. Let's Ice Fang. Again, Dragon Pulse we don't know, so... Okay, not doing a hell of a lot of damage here. Okay, good damage. I don't think the poison will finish it. No, he's got a heal here. So Hyper Potion. Thankfully the Shed Skin hasn't procced yet, so it hasn't got rid of it. I'm paralysed. Great, wonderful. There we go. Now the Shed Skin. Of course, I spoke too soon, didn't I? Dragon Pulse again. Okay, no worries, that's good. And then we'll go again here. So we are in range of crit here, so we have to be careful. Lovely. Okay. Let's switch out. Again, we were at range of crit there, so let's go into USA here. We still don't know which Dragonair this is. I'm hoping it's the Aqua Tail version of him. Let's use Wing Attack here, that should take him out. Lovely. Perfect. Bit of poison there. Let's fly, so we can see which move comes in. Thunder Wave, okay, that's fine. So it'll likely Thunder Wave again. Joy. It's fine. And the poison just went off there, no issue. So Dragon Pulse again. So they're very trigger happy with the Dragon Pulse. So we are in range of crit again now. Confuse Ray is helpful here. We will switch out. We'll go into Canada here. This is the time for Canada to come in. The fly not hitting is actually really frustrating there. The Ice Fang and the fly. But that is helpful. So we'll Avalanche here. So this tells me this is the Fire Blast version, because otherwise it would have used Aqua Tail. Because that is the most effective move against me. So Avalanche should take this guy out. Perfect. And now we've just got the Kingdra, which doesn't have Shed Skin, but it does have Sniper, which means that crits, rather than being 1.5 times in this gen, will be 2 times. So, painful. Painful crits. We've got to be very careful of that, especially as this has Hydro Pump, Hyper Beam, and Dragon Pulse, and Smoke Screen as well. So, we really don't want to stay in here. Part of the reason why I bought Hypno is because essentially he can be fodder. We can't put him to sleep anymore because we've poisoned him. So we've just got to get that tick, basically, get that tick up. the Hydro Pump. We're quite bulky special defensively, so unless this is a crit, we shouldn't be having an issue. Okay, we are at range of crit now. We won't be dead for a non-crit, so we'll disable. So that means it can't use Hydro Pump. Again, we're just taking away bits for it and essentially just trying to stall it out a little bit. We'll use Side Beam here. So we're -1 accuracy, so we'll try and work that out a little bit. Okay, there's a Citrus Berry. So that's -2, so we may have to switch. Yeah, okay. So we're going to switch out now. We will... We're not going to switch. We're going to have to stay in. Okay, Dragon Pulse. See how much that does. The good news is, he's gone now. So this plus the Poison Tick will finish him off. There we go. Perfect. So played that fight to absolute perfection. Like, no real concerns with that one. The only small concern is that I was starting to run low on health on all of them, and if the Hydro Pump, if I'd have switched back to Nidoqueen, which was what I was thinking, I would have been a little bit worried about the Hydro Pump being not disabled anymore and then hitting me, because I would have been dead to a Hydro Pump there. But, as you can see here, we actually don't get the badge. We apparently have to go back and... Seriously? Come on, mother. Yeah, thank you for buying me something. Let's go in and get that. Yeah, we have to go behind the gym to the Dragon's Den. Passion Berries. Hyper Potion. Chillin' Berries. Wakam Berries. Okay, cool. Lovely. So what we're going to do here is, because we don't actually have any battles, but we do need to use Whirlpool. We're just going to put away one of our Pokemon here. Hypno actually did very well in that battle. Very tanky. Did good tanking like what it did. So we're going to get out Krabby here. There we go. We're not going to level it up or anything. We're just going to teach it Whirlpool. There we go. Yeah, we'll get rid of Leer. That's fine. Perfect. Oh, let's heal up. Okay, and that actually puts our level cap up to 50, which is the level of the champion's ace. So let's do that now. And then after that, the level caps now actually kind of go up in chunks. So like after we defeated the champion, the level cap becomes 60 because we just have 8 Kanto gym leaders to beat. And then after that, it goes up to 88, which is red. So we need to... That's going to take a bit of work. Perfect. Okay. And let's just switch here and here. There we go. And as far as the level cap of the champion goes, that's the level I have to be at when I enter the Elite Four. We do also get a Dragon's Den encounter in here as well. But we know we've got battle first. There's me saying, literally 2 minutes ago we wouldn't have any battles. Straight up lying. Okay, let's just stretch here. don't want to accidentally lose something through stupidity. So we'll only speed up here when is necessary. There you go. Ace Trainer Kobe, absolutely ambushing us there. So we kind of have to just go down here. And here's our encounter. More than likely just a magic art, not going to lie. We already have a magic art, so we're fine. Ideally, we want to save this. For that. That's exactly what we wanted to save it for. Happy with a Tratini there. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to throw balls at it. I did also go back and get some quick balls from Kurt, like just used a bunch of stuff, so there we go, Dratini. So it's kind of a snake, right? It's like, but also like it's like a mythical creature. So I don't know, maybe China like dragons. Did I already call one China? I don't know, but we're calling this one China. There we go. Dragonite will be very useful, but not right now. There we go, that's the Dragon's Den encounter got, so pretty happy with that. Come on, get me through there. It's too slow. Right, then we go in here. Not touch it. Okay, no toots, yeah. What Pokemon to you? Friend. What helps you win battle? Strategy. Yeah. Anyone. Yeah, love, sure. Both. There we go. Here comes Claire. I mean, it's just some questions, mate. Like, if you can't, like, get through that, like, then that's your fault. Like, if you can't answer those simple questions, Claire, then I worry about you. But there we go. Got a Rising badge. So now we have 8 badges, which is really good. And now she's going to run off. Head of Lugia. Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest with you, mate. Like, we're not going after... do I have an escape rope? I don't think I do I? I do. But while we're here, we'll rappel up and we'll just go have a look around, shall we? See what we can get. Let's go this way. Wonderful. Dragonfang, nice. And then we'll go back down this way. I'm half tempted to battle these twins here to get this item. Let's swap out here. Going to Canada. And we'll Ice Fang Dratini there, get rid of that. Avalanche and Ice Fang that Dratini. There we go. Both down. On full speed up. Nothing up there. Repels effect will off below. Dragon Pulse, yep. Okay, thank you. Got Dragon Pulse as a move, which is really useful. Would be really useful for Dratini at some point when I level him up. But he's kind of not very useful because he doesn't evolve until like level 55, so he's kind of not really useful in the Pokemon League here. Okay, Professor Elm, give us a call. Okay, no worries. So... we're going to quickly go back to the Pokemon Center, grab a flying type Pokemon, and then fly back to New Barktown. So we can get a hold of whatever Professor Elm wants. So there's that there. Let's take him out. We already have a flying type Pokemon. I don't know what I was talking about. Nidoking can go back in the box, so and then we'll have these 6 out for now because we already had Crobat. So yeah. All right, quickly heal up. And then we're going to fly to New Barktown.